Hey guys, it's Tuesday 26th of October 2021. Let me just drag the news over to my screen. We've got no high priority news or high impact news today, Tuesday 26th of October. So I've just put on the medium impact, and we do have some USD news. That's at 3 p.m. UK time. This could cause some volatility in the market, so just be aware of that. Okay, 3 p.m. UK time. But apart from that, nothing on the high priority radar until the early hours of tomorrow morning UK time, 1:30 a.m. Let me just put that back to high impact. And of course, we've got the monetary policy report from Canada, Japan, and from the ECB as well. That's to come. So that should cause some movement in the market, to put it that way. But nothing today, apart from a little bit of medium impact news around 3 p.m. UK time. So just work out the time wherever you are in the world. Just going to point out a couple of charts on the move today, which I am looking at. Okay, we've got in fact, if I show you this, we can actually see that on the hourly chart, we've got Swiss franc and Japanese yen, both weak. Yen is the weakest at the moment. Pound and Aussie are the strongest at the moment on the hourly chart. Now yen, we're seeing yen strength, which means that the yen pairs are all going up, basically. If yen is the weakest market, then all of the yen pairs should be positive on the day, which they are. Now, because of where dollar yen is itself on the higher time frame, it's at a big major resistance level. I am more interested in selling this pair and selling yen pairs. Expecting some form of correction. A lot of the yen pairs are overextended, so I'm more interested in selling yen pairs. That would mean buying Japanese yen than actually than selling Japanese yen. Okay, so just so it gets a little bit confusing, buying and selling Japanese yen. The Japanese yen is always the second part of a currency pair, always. So I'd be more interested in selling yen pairs. Okay, so I'm expecting yen pairs to have a move down. That actually means buying the Japanese yen. Okay, so what's happening at the moment where it's weak, I would be more interested when it's the other end of the spectrum and we're actually seeing yen strength. I hope I've kind of made that clear. It can be a little bit confusing, but if we see yen strength throughout the market, then we should see the yen pairs go down. Okay. So I'm more interested in selling yen pairs than looking for buys at this moment in time. Let's just go back to here. Swiss weakness is looking fairly good on a couple of different pairs. Pound, Swiss. Well, if you noticed on here, pound is one of the strongest markets on this hourly time frame. Swiss is one of the weakest. So it would make sense to look at the pound Swiss chart, which should be trending to the upside. Pound strength, Swiss franc weakness. Having a look at the chart, and we can see price is moving up on average on this hourly chart. We can actually see that I did have this trend line here, looking for a retest of it and potentially for price to drop down, and it hasn't done that. But that's cool, because we have our bias, and then we look for a trade setup to accompany our bias, if you like, and there wasn't a trade setup there, so not in a trade, it doesn't matter. But we've started to push up above this trend line now, so could we be making the start of another push to the upside? Well, the current 1 hour trend, like I've already pointed out, is to the upside. We've got pound strength and Swiss franc weakness. So keep your eyes on this. This could set up with a trade today. There was actually a nice little bar there, nice little candle I should say, bullish engulfing candle there, which you could have gone long above the high, stop loss below the low, and you would have made yourself a little bit of money there. I don't know whether it would have made 1-to-1. It would have depended exactly where your entry was, and it came very, very close, put it that way. Me personally, I would prefer to see an interaction with this 20 moving average and then a rejection there. So basically I'll be looking for price to come down, preferably interact with that 20 and then start to move away again before I'm interested in a long trade, but we'll see what sets up. What else looks interesting? Aussie Swiss, let's have a little look at that. Aussie Swiss hourly time frame making higher highs, higher lows. As you can see, we do have this little area here, this little bit of resistance where we had a double top pattern. Let me just mark that out with a ray line. So we could be heading back towards there. Again, you know, making higher highs, higher lows. We could see a rejection off this 20 moving average here, and we could be heading up to 69.31. So look out for a potential long trade there. You may, to get your reward to risk though, because it's quite a close target, you may need to go down into something like the 15-minute and try and catch an early move there. Aussie Cad also looks interesting. I like Aussie Cad because we've had this double bottom here on the daily time frame. If I just show you the bigger picture, we've potentially got this range going on. We've got our support here, we've got our resistance here, so we could be going all the way back up into 93.75. Now originally I was looking for a retest of this level here. We got resistance, broke, I wanted to see a retest. Don't know whether that's going to happen though. It seems to be going as it is, so I'm interested in longs on this. We're seeing the 4-hourly look, higher highs, higher lows. Hourly we are seeing, which is good, interaction now with that 20 moving average. We've come into it here. Look, if we can see buyers come in now and see a nice bullish candle, ideally for me closing above this 8 moving average, then potentially that could be a buying opportunity there. And you know, got the bigger picture in mind, the bigger weekly range, if you like, where we could have final targets. So there could be a big trade here, but you know, first things first, we need a trade set up. There isn't one at the moment. Okay, we need to see confirmation of buyers coming into the market, but definitely keep your eyes on this one. Keep your eyes on Aussie Swiss, pound Swiss as well, and yeah, let's see what sets up for us today. Listen guys, have a great day, trade safe, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.